guys, we are all the way to video number 3. So if you haven't watched video 1 and 2, please go back and watch those before you watch this one so you'll know a little bit more about what I'm talking about. Because this one, video 3, we're gonna do more of a full coverage hack. So I'm gonna use a little bit more products. I'm gonna show you a few different other brushes and just go more in depth into how to achieve that kind of flawless, full coverage look, still within minutes, but definitely helpful for people that might have problem skin, some areas with like breakouts, or if you have rosacea, or maybe some age spots, or if you're super oily, this hack's gonna be for you too, because we're gonna go into some techniques you'll use to combat oily skin when you're using a cream makeup. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm so excited. I hope you've enjoyed the video so far and you're not too sick of watching me. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna pull my hair back and get this full coverage hack going for you. So all I've done before getting on here is my eyebrows, and I really actually just did them really quickly with my contour color using our new Hotline brush. I'll probably fill them a little bit more as we go, but I just wanted to kind of save a little bit of time. And what's really excited, I'm just gonna show you my hack using the mini double decker today. This is gonna be something, this is basically everything I'm gonna put on my face today. And this is gonna be for those of you who wanna go a step further than that basic quad. This is such a good way to go. So, and it holds so much, it pretty much can hold everything you need. Okay, let's get started. So I'm gonna use our new Buffy brush, which is brand new. It's got a little bit of a dome shape. It's almost like paddle shape. The softest brush. I love it so much. And it's got like a little bit larger side, a little bit smaller side. I like to use it because when we do a full coverage hack, you're usually gonna use 2 highlight colors now. So instead of using one all over, we're actually gonna use 2 highlights, one all over, and then a second highlight to brighten under the eyes and like this T-zone area to really brighten up your face. Also, when you have like age spots or redness or rosacea or breakouts, you're gonna wanna start with a highlight color all over your face to kind of color correct. And also if you have bags under your eyes, like dark circles, I don't really have those, but if you do, you're gonna use a darker highlight that's got some orange in it, or you're gonna use like a lip and cheek color called Frenchie right under those eyes to color correct before going in with your normal highlight color. So we'll go into that more later. And if you have questions, please let us know and we'll definitely point you in the right direction. But I'm gonna start right now with my darker of my 2 highlight colors. And first, let me show you something. I brought out my artist kit because I also wanna show you that when you get color matched, you are gonna get color matched with one of these colors. Look how many different highlight colors we have for your skin type. So we will definitely be able to tell you which one of these highlights you need for your all over and which one of these highlights you need for brightening. So we take all of that guesswork out for you and we answer all those questions. So don't ever worry about what color do I use for what. We're gonna tell you everything. So when you get with the artist, with the friend that invited you, excuse me, with the friend that invited you or the artist that invited you, they're going to get you completely ready to go with your colors. So bigger side of the Buffy brush, I'm gonna go in with the darker of my highlights and I'm just gonna go in all over and color correct. Because you can see I've got redness, I've got a little bit, some breakout. So I'm just gonna go in all over, and again, we're looking for a full coverage look. And I'm still just literally tapping, and look at the coverage I'm getting, you guys. This brush is like getting airbrushed. It's like magical, magical, magical brush. So I'm literally just going in with the first color. For me, it's amber. And I'm gonna just put a light layer all over. Again, look at the coverage, you guys. I kind of go down into my chin. Look at my nose, look at that redness. It's gonna be gone, watch. And that was one pat, you guys, one pat, and all of that is gone. I love this brush because I feel like the coverage is instantaneous, and I swear it's like instantly blended too. Okay, so I'm going right up under the eye and the inside. I'm going a little bit over my eyelid. I'm basically giving my whole face, look at that. How many minutes was that? And I've got this coverage. Now this is typically what I would do for an everyday hack, but this is where I'm gonna take it a step further for that full coverage. And again, if you had like breakout areas, you would just go a little bit, see how that's a little bit darker than my skin tone, but it's like color correcting. So I go right into that spot, gone. You can kind of touch spot little areas that might have pigmentation, and it's kind of like a stippling and blending motion. Okay, so that's my all over color. So now I'm gonna go in with my second highlight, and for me it's Candlelit. I'm gonna go in with the smaller end of the Buffy, and watch what I'm gonna do. See where I'm putting that? I'm gonna brighten right under this eye. So not like under my eye area, but literally like this area under my eye. It's almost like a pie shape. And you're just gonna brighten right there. You can kind of go up along the side of the nose. So see how that just brightened up that side of my face? I might go in with this. Again, I'm just pressing. And this is your second highlight. Again, full coverage look. Brightening under the eye. And then I'm also gonna put it a little bit right here. Down that nose. And a little bit right here. A little bit right there. Okay, so I'm gonna flip it back over to this one and blend the two together because it's all about the blend. And again, I'm stippling. At this point, I'm barely swiping because I already swiped with my all over color. So right now I'm just kind of stippling and putting that brightness in. So see how that just like made my eyes pop? Okay. Second step, contour. I'm gonna now go in with that detail hack that I used in video number 2 because I still really love using the detail hack brush for my contour. And I'm gonna dip into my contour and I'm gonna use the edge of this brush. And I'm gonna go right to that corner and I'm just going to carve in some cheekbones. So see how I'm kind of cupping that cheek? And I have a short face, so I don't wanna go too low. See, I kind of went a little bit too low there, but I'm gonna show you how to fix that in a minute. Don't worry if you go too low. So I always try to start a little bit higher for me, right along that cheekbone area. And again, I'm just literally swiping it on, and then I can kind of stipple it up to blend it up. And I'm stopping right about here. Okay, so you're gonna take that shape and kind of stop right mid-range of that pupil. Okay, and then I'm gonna put a little bit, oh, you know what I forgot was my perfector sponge. I was getting it damp and I didn't bring it over here. That's okay. I can do this without a perfector sponge, but actually I'm gonna grab it, but we'll hold on. The perfector sponge is so good for blending the two together. So see how I put a little bit of contour on that forehead just to shape it? Again, if you had a really big forehead, you go clear across the top and bring it slightly down to kind of shorten that area in the face. And then another fun place is just along that jaw, blending down. And then I take the smaller end of the detail hack and I'm just gonna kind of contour that lip. And you can also take a side of the brush and again contour the nose. And the closer you bring this line in, the smaller your nose will get. And you can then take your finger with your highlight color, that lighter color, and just go down the bridge of the nose. And you can kind of minimize your nose with contour. So you can make like a smaller nose. See that? Sort of straight on, see how narrow that went? But from the side, it's just like normal. Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna go back in with that Buffy and clean up that line. And so that's when you can kind of dip into your highlight again and just clean up that line and make it a little bit sharper. And just blend it out. Okay, do you mind if I go get my Perfector sponge? Because I definitely want to bring that. I'm so sorry, this is so silly, but it's live. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm getting my Perfector sponge. Okay, here I am. So sorry, so sorry. Okay, Perfector sponge. At this point, I like to kind of go in and just blot out that line. See again how easy, and watch that, like that kind of gradients between the contour and the highlight blends right away. And I can go down here, I can go in here. Okay, so again, full coverage hack. If you had some areas that were pigmented, they should be corrected by now, because again, you had that 2-layer of highlight, one with a little bit darker, one a little bit lighter. I'm gonna go in and just still brighten a little bit more. You know, you can always add more, which is so nice. This cream foundation's buildable. It's flexible. It moves with your skin. So it's not like fixed. It's not like you have to, like, once you put it on, it's like stuck on your face. It really can be blended and moved around. Okay, so next step would be bronzer. Again, I'm gonna use that Perfector sponge technique where I dip it into my bronzer. And I'm just gonna apply some bronzer. And I'm actually put a little bit more than normal on my Perfector sponge because I really want to show it in this light, what it looks like. And I'm kind of just blotting it on. You can kind of see, it's a cream. This bronzer is a cream. We do have a powder bronzer, which I can set with, which I'll show you later. But you can see where that's just kind of warming up my face. See how I'm putting it on the places that the sun might shine, more likely to shine on your face. Okay, so there's the Bella bronzer. Do you see how that warmed up my face a little bit? Okay, then I'm gonna go in with, let's see. I'm gonna go in and actually set my face now. So I started by just spraying a little bit of Stay Spray on my fingers, rubbing on my hands and patting it on my face before I started. Otherwise my face was fresh and clean. This is when I typically would either spray my face to set it with Stay Spray and then put the powder on, or you can put your powder on and then spray. It's kind of a personal preference. Play around with it, see what works best for you. Some people Stay Spray, powder, and then Stay Spray again if they're super oily.